Alrighty, we are back up and running. There were a few technical difficulties, but we should be good to go now. Let me go ahead and this screen. See anything? Oh, there we go. This screen. See anything new? I will place 2 buttons, and then let me start our timer. Decided since we starting a little bit later than usual, I just hop straight into the screen. Makes it easier on everyone, I think. Hello, hi. Thank you for coming back. Minutes, let's do 5. And then x3 to x3, the what? Oh, hello times 3. Oh, I thought you meant hello was in the cat emoji face. That's what I thought. Let me put design. Design starts in. There we go. The multiplication, not the. Yep. That's what I figured. Okay. And timer's on screen. Great. Now, one thing I noticed: YouTube chat not showing up. Let me try and see if. 1 second. If I paste this in here. Okay, test. Oh, is it gonna show up? It does! There we go. Okay, YouTube chat's working. Is Twitch chat working? Test. Okay, Twitch chat's working. So hopefully that's good to go now. I don't have to worry about that. Music should be good to go. Everything should be good to go. I tried and tested for everything to work, but not apparently this part. That's working now though, so that's great. They should be fun though. Let me grab some water. There we go. Okay. I also toggled off all the emotes. That's good to go as well. I have my notes here. We're all good to go. How's today been for all of you though? This day has been... It should have been a lot better since I didn't I didn't plan so much today. I spent yesterday doing that, so I wouldn't have much work to do today. Then still, I ended up having to plan and everything, which is fine. It's a learning process. A learning process I'm enjoying, especially when I can watch streams, then go back and test and repeat. Very fun. Trying to figure out which screen. Oh, okay, I know which screen I have to start in. Use emoticon, it'll be smiley. I don't know, I like the X3. I don't use it, but it has its charm. That robot one though I like that one. Smile, the smile, I don't know. I've always found the smile to be really creepy. Just something about it. It's soulless, as soulless eyes. I think that's what it is. Here, let me go and swap these things. Today though, it's gonna be pretty different as we pop this up. Today though is gonna be pretty different as Monday and Tuesday we spent it studying. Today was also gonna be studying, but then I realized, no, let's change it up. Let's make it more applicable to what we're gonna be doing on Saturday. That's the goal. It's the idea here. Is it's gonna be more expansive. We're gonna do a lot more testing, and I'm actually not too sure how it's gonna go. I haven't done something like this before. Oh. Try this instead. I haven't done something like this before, but I thought it would be a nice test. Usually when I do my studies, they usually only take, 6 hours? 6 hours, and I only do one thing. For example, when I do my 30-day series, usually it is that one video. It's the only time I've ever studied. This time though, it's like combining 2 videos together, plus this video, plus Saturday's experience into drawing character sprites. All around, I'm getting a lot of practice in, and I'm having a lot of fun. I think it's nice to be able to do some doodles, do some drawings, do some studies, and studying is my middle name. That's always fun. It's always fun to dissect things, take things apart bit by bit. I've always been a fan of science. It's just inspecting genetics, life, biology. Those are my topics, and those are the ones I'm really a fan of. Let me go ahead and move some of these windows around so I can see what we're working with. Oh, over the screen. Like so. Okay. It's all about just testing new features and trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. Beforehand, I had some screens that were part of a, what is it, a video for presentation this time. We're spicing it up a little bit, as usually with debuts. Presentation is more of a presentation. It's not one single video. It's got slides. We're gonna try out the slide method and see if it works, see what's fancy, see if it's nice. I think it'll be nice though. I think it'll be cool. At least I'm hoping. I like having the GIFs on screen and having them dance around and move. If I only had to use images for that, that'd be a little bit boring. And I like life. I like adding life to the screen. That's one thing I'm really excited to do in the future, is just do animate sprites. I've done it before with, got 18 seconds, but I'll show you super quickly as I already have the files on here. I've done it I've done it previously, just, oh, that does not sound good. I've done it before with just theme folder. Where would you be at? You'd be in this folder. I've done it before with the 30-day series, but I didn't really expand on it. I didn't do much with it. It was sort of just an all-around exposure to the process. Here's what I'm talking about though. I drew an Octoboy. This was a lengthy process, and I've never animated before. That was the... Oh, you ran off, hold on. There we go. This was a lengthy process I hadn't done before. This was the... I see I'm facing this way when I'm seeing it this way. I'm gonna have to change that. I'm kind of looking, this is the way I should be looking. It was a lengthy process. I'd never done it before, but I think it turned out well. It has a few animation frames, which I think, well, I tried to make it fluid. I think I succeeded in that. Let me go ahead and get rid of the Octo, and then I will move us on to screens. Moment. Make sure it is in studio mode, and let me go ahead and hide that down. Save that, and open some of these. Oh, that opened something entirely different I shouldn't have opened. It'll be this screen. Yep. All right. Go ahead and transition us. And back to studio mode. I'm noticing this needs to come down a bit. Oh, like that. Okay. We will go ahead and get started. And we change the music a little bit. Something a little more vibey. Also, I just realized it's put on loop. This. I like that. Let's stick with that. Yeah. Now, as for today's plans, if you can see on screen here, Mondays and Tuesdays plans were as followed. We did some overviews, some reference notes, some study documents, we observed, and we did some game style studies, and we never got to number 7. Today's, you would think it's simple. Today, we are doing a recap, we are doing an outline, and we are designing. Simple enough, but it's gonna be tricky, as we'll be doing everything from scratch, compared to beforehand where we were doing more so referencing and using an outline. I will show you what I mean. Let me... Oh, this should be fine. I should be able to just click on this, right? That works. That does work. Hi again. In here, what we did beforehand, for our first sprite, we took the player body of Stardew Valley and we used it as a base. That's what we did for Stardew Valley. We did that for Stardew Valley, and we also did that for our esports study, which is this girlio and that boyo. We took his sprite and we modified it. That's what Mondays was. Mondays was modification. Tuesday came around and we decided to do, we did do, this time around, Stickman. This is a step up from Monday, as we weren't starting from a base. This time around, we started from nothing, though we did reference these sprites. we had a... Is the music too loud? Oh, the music's lower a little bit. We have stickmen that we drew in. From the stickmen, then we built it up to resemble these. So it's a step up. And now, which will be today's study will be all about... 1 second. Move you back to this screen. And then I will move you back to studio. Go back to here. And a little bit minor edits. Like that. That should be better. And back to this button. Yep, that's the button. I completely lost my train of thought though. Which is fine. That's what these notes are for. We went over the overview, what we did last time. This time we will be starting directly from scratch. We will be making something entirely new. And I have not done that before. I haven't done it before. Now let me see if I can pull up something I've done in the past. Though okay, I do have access to it. In that case, project folder, character, perspective. Is it this one? No, it was not that one. Trying to pull up a quick reference so you can see what I'm talking about here. Stream. Maybe it's in... Where would it be at? Stream and then... Stream, videos, there. Videos. And then... Buddy, clothing? No, that's not it. Is it? No, it's not it. Okay. It's somewhere here I'm looking for it, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Which is unfortunate, but I don't want to spend too long looking for it. I'm not seeing it. That's okay. I do have a thumbnail I can pull up to show you what I mean. Here is the thumbnail, and as you can see on the left side, this was less of a sprite and more of a piece of art that I've done in the past for my 30-day series. Here we'll be using a sprite, and go ahead and delete that. Oh, wrong thing to delete. Right? Yeah, wrong thing to delete. This is what I want to delete. That is something I've done in the past. And I've also, yeah, that is experience. Here we'll be doing sprites, so even more experience. The sprite idea is that what would you put in a game to represent the character? I don't think that artwork would be something to represent the character, as it's just, well, it's not just, but it is artwork more so. It might be used for maybe a character portrait or something of the likes. Here we are doing sprites. With that said, let me... This one? Okay. We'll hide this layer. The goal of today is to design a character and design a sprite. I'm not sure if we can do that within 4 hours, but we'll see how far we can get to. And we'll go ahead and move us to concepts. Media mode. Back to screen. Hide these. This. And then... transition. Voila! We're now in concepts. And in concepts, those were our previous study notes. Today, we will have ideas from... Make sure I'm not hiding everything. Okay, we're good. Ideas from... I thought it would be easy enough to make something as small as a Pokemon sprite. The goal or the idea is, and that music sounds way too loud, hold on. Turn it down to about that level. Idea is that we can take the idea. I'm thinking we can use these as reference, not one-to-ones, especially with the style, but the sizing. The sizing of these sprites, I think, could be really useful for what we want to do. We want to make a simple character sprite. I'm thinking maybe something in this size, which was 64 by 32, or maybe in the size of, where are they at? They even, oh, there we go. Or in the size of the River City Girls, which was 32, hold on, we can check. It was all over the place. It seems to be about 64 by 64, 16, 32, 48, yeah, 64 by 64. This time around, We're not gonna do 64. Well, might be 64 by 64 is what I'm thinking, just to make it big enough. We can even just go right now and check if I open up those Pokemon files, Steam materials, character study, and I go into our sprite sheets, Pokemon, and pull them up, which would be these guys. Here we go. We'll go back to our sprite. Here they are in here. And if we go ahead and select them, well, this is a child. Let's get an adult. Maybe this lady? Possible adult. They look taller. And we'll drag and drop here. You can... I thought they were going to be around the same size as the River City girls, but apparently not. They're pretty small, surprisingly, which is great for us. The smaller the sprite, the easier it is to animate. And while you don't plan to animate, I thought it'd be cool to have something that we could add to in the future, maybe as an extended product, so to speak. These are really adorable sprites. I didn't even realize. I will, if it'll let me, I'll select one more of them. Let's do this lady here. And then we will grab, move her over here, select, and one more over here. Let's do, who should we do? Let's do this guy. I think this guy would be cool. Select him. Oh, unless it won't let me select. And, oh, there we go. So the idea here, at least for the Pokemon sprites are concerned, is to just take the sizing method. Here, we wanted to go with the same styling for River City Girls. Here, we're just using the size. And then, oh, wrong screen. I'll keep these open. I think it'd be nice to just keep them open for reference. And I will also go ahead and open up this screen here. There we go. Which is just a lot more characters that we might be able to reference them from and also be able to get ideas from. Not only will we be trying to design a sprite, I have one more thing I want to try to accomplish, or at least get better at. In here, it's less, like I said, this is less of a study, more of a design attempt. Let me also go ahead and there. You still see me, right? Yeah. Less of a design attempt, less of a study attempt, more of a design attempt. I would also, let me pull it up as I'm talking about it. Where are we at? It would be this. Here we go. You can tell by the music. I want to try to create a very emotive character. That's another thing we're going to try to accomplish. Undertale has, and I probably don't know all of them, but it has some of the best emotes I've seen. They're just so colorful, which I've always loved color, but they're also very expressive. So I want to create a very expressive sprite, and there's just so, I couldn't even find all, well, not I couldn't find. There were a lot of sprites to choose from for Undertale and Deltarune. I just didn't choose them all. I would be stuck there for days. It's just great though. I like all of it. It's great. Also, something of note is how tall this character is. Let me go ahead and do this. This character is the whole 64 tall. This character is 48 tall, which is interesting. This character, music's so good. Hot take. That's a very hot take. Who even says it's good music? It's great though. Let me see about selecting. There we go. Also, welcome. Hi. Let me move and slide this down here. This guy's about 48 tall by 32 wide. So it's interesting character length and size, what we want to achieve here. I'll also go and slide him over here just so we can get an idea of some sprite sizes. The idea is to make a humanoid character, and she's pretty humanoid, but she's not human. She's a robot computer, which is why we have that head visor. And we'll go ahead and put her here, and also erase a couple of these. There we go. Now that we have our goals and our hopes, now we get into the fun part, which is designing. And for the design ideas, the design concepts, I've got something up my sleeve. Let me go ahead and move us to another screen, which would be... Which screen am I moving you to? This one. This is the screen. Transition. Welcome to the screen of doom. You like it? That's cool, right? Screen. I said scream, didn't I? Screen of doom, where you will scream. Here, I've got a list of character attributes. I can even copy and paste on here. There we go. These are character attributes we will be using to design the character. I've got classes. I've got personality tropes. I have... Hi, how are you doing? Welcome back. We have gender and we have hairstyle. So the idea is that we're going to go through here, randomize everything, and choose from the list. If you'd like to do the same, let me go ahead and I can link those things. Let me pull back the stream up. Where is it at? We've got this here. Yeah, a sound. I was hoping it'd be fun. And I also realized pasting it does not work. So instead, I will paste it maybe this way. No, that also doesn't work. Never mind. That is all nice and dandy. That's fine. Let's start off with our classes. I'm not sure what I'm hoping to get. I thought these would be fun. There was the idea of going with Paladin and Fighter, but I have no idea how to even start with doing armor and knightlyhood. So I just tossed those aside. Now we are spinning. And what do we get? We get... Oh, wow, okay, we get Wizard. Wizard it is then. Okay. And I will close that, and I will... Where will I add it at? I'll just add it here. Wizard. Alright. Hoping for Bard? Yeah, I have a little bit of bias with the Bard. I thought it'd be fun to draw instruments. That sounded like a cool idea, like a good old lute, or maybe like a harp for the Bard. Here, I'm not even sure. I thought maybe Shrinking Violet would be fun, but Goth works too. We'll take Goth. Okay. Got Goth. Let me write that down. This is working out great. A Wizard Goth. Right. Male or female? Let's see. And we get... Well, it might make it to male. Nope, female. Wizard's the best fantasy class. Yeah, Wizard's pretty cool. It's just magic. Who doesn't like magic? You can't not like magic. If you don't, you're probably a fighter lover. That's okay, but you're a fighter lover. Wizard Goth, female. And then lastly, long hair or short hair. And enter. It spins around and around, and we get long hair, right? There's no way it can spin to short hair. Nope, long hair. Okay. I was hoping it'd land on needs a bard and the instrument of choice. What's that? Timpani? Is that a one? I'm curious. It sounds interesting. Timpani. Oh, it's like a drum, like a really big drum. That's cool. Yeah, that could be an interesting bard music. I've seen what is it? With the percussions? With the marching band. I forget, but there's a drum person who holds drums. Big, yeah, it's a big drum. Oh, let me stop spinning. And we will move back over to our concepts. Which is, if I can do the right screen, transition. There we go. Now go ahead and close that so I can't keep hearing it. Nice, right? And we are transition. Good. Great. I will go ahead and move my notepad aside. And I can open up concepts. Drag it over here. Pull up some other tabs. Like so. There we go. And now our concept will be female long hair. And I will also add that to the GUI so that you can see it on screen, which is this UI, right? Yeah, designing. If it'll let me edit it. Position, settings, there it is. Designing so-and-so. Save. And then I can go ahead and copy and add as a... Oh, no, it showed up on there. Oh, I'm already prepared. There we go. So designing wizard goth female long hair. And let's go back to concepts. Design-wise, I'm thinking... I don't know. Goth usually is the color of black, purple. I'm sure. Let me check. What am I checking? Let me look into goth colors. Maybe we can get some goth color ideas. I'm seeing, yeah, a lot of purples. Because this is Pokemon, I probably shouldn't have even had the Pokemon reference of ideas. Now I'm thinking ghost type Pokemon, and that is not the idea here. We've got maybe some of these colors, and I will drag and drop them like that. Lots of dark colors, lots of... Oh, Gothic Enchantress, would you look at that? Maybe we can use that idea. Wizard-wise, wizard goth, wizard, female long hair. She can be a cool goth. Maybe she's the type that's goth hair. Maybe she's the type that's silent and doesn't look cool, but is actually pretty cool. Maybe we can go for a more... Is Pixie Cut the one I'm thinking of? Pixie... E-I-X-I-E cut. I'm thinking punk with the Pixie Cut. Got your punk dream girl. I'd show the Googling up on screen, but I'm worried something unexpected might pop up. You'll have to deal with me looking through this. Goth hair, long, you know. Let's give that a go. And... actually, I'm not seeing a lot of interesting goth hairstyles. Maybe it's because it's punk. This one's pretty cool. Let me drag and drop it into here. That one's pretty neat. So that might be more punk. Goth. Maybe if I just type in goth female? Seeing a lot of dark colors. Well, yeah, dark colors. Lots of pale skin, dark hair. There we go. Something like that. We have skulls. Maybe the goth is a necromancer, though that's kind of cliche. Maybe... what other wizard styles are there aside from necromancer? I feel would be the classic for a goth. I mean, technically, we don't have to come up with something new. We could always try to stick to stereotypes. Stick to them, but not too far away from them. Here are some more, let's see, goth types. We have some cartoon goths, which are, where are they at? Let me drag and drop. We have these cartoon ladies here from various shows. I can name all of them, can I? I don't know their names, but I do know where they come from. That's Danny Phantom, Teen Titans Go, Total Drama Island, Loud House. That one escapes me, and that one's Kim Possible. For the most part. Let's see. Goth, goth, goth. How do you describe goth? I think these are some good hairstyles to go off of. Nice curly hairstyles. Some nice straight hairstyles, kind of just depends on the character. Now, wizard-wise, we could go with necromancer. But, as I said, maybe it's a little too cliche. Immediately when you think necromancer, when you think wizard, you think hoods and robes. That might be a thing that would be very gothy, as you can see even with Raven. Hoods and robes, gothy. Very goth-like. Here we have just black colors. Let's look up wizard type. Maybe there's some cool wizard types we can do. A lot of the ideas I got were from D&D for the necromancer idea or the rogue. That's why I'm thinking paladin. But wizard, really not wizard, just spell user, magic user. What if we have the character, not a wizard, it doesn't have to be a wizard, but I can expand on the wizard idea. Maybe it's more so a, what is it? Like just a spellcaster. Let me pull up my concepts. I'm thinking maybe it's a spell user on a journey. Pop this up here. Do a head here. They've got their body, maybe like this. They have their legs or their hips. Oh, the fiddle. There we go. Got their hips. They got their legs. Like that. Maybe their arms are like that. The arm come out. And they have a book. Maybe like a book they're reading. Let me change the color. Let's change the color of the book to purple to fit the mood. Can I? I can. Let's just take this purple. They have a book maybe they're reading, like this. And their sort of battle thing is swaying back and forth as they're reading. Kind of lopsided feeling. I don't like that idea. Maybe they have a backpack on, or maybe not. Maybe we could do a wizard hat. That could be fun. Something like that. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm thinking they're pretty sleepy though. Maybe eyes like this. Or it's half-lidded. You have your eyes. So, a lot of eyes, eyelashes. To show. Yeah, I like that. Half-lidded, half eyes. We're gonna have to have the eyeshadow. I think that's gonna be very important. Also, I just noticed I did the exact same eye shape as all of these guys, but it's tried and true, I think. Half-lidded. Maybe she's got a bored expression. Like a... Not too sure. This expression here. Is she interested in goth? Is she not? There's a lot of places we could take it. I'm gonna write it down here. Is it wizard? D-A-R-D. Goth. Female. Long hair. Oh, right, long hair. Long hair. There we go. Long hair. How can we do long hair? Maybe the hair comes out to here, like this. Get more of a whoosh hairstyle going on. And then this covers her other eye. And we have hair coming. Long hair. A lot of these hairstyles are very straight. Maybe we don't want whoosh. Maybe we want profile-wise something more of a cover one eye, don't have the other eye covered. Oh, we could do here, like with the eyes covered like that. Then we wouldn't have to worry about it. I'm thinking maybe it'd be something nice to do, like with how Lucy's eyes are covered. Not Lucy's. Well, yeah, that's Lucy, I think. I'm thinking Susie. Susie's eyes are covered. It could be funny because... I will swap back to her in a second. Just fill that in. I'm thinking maybe something like Susie, just because if we go back to A-Sprite, we want to have comedy in this character. Something Susie does really funny, this dragon girl, is her eyes are shaded and covered, but if she's surprised, it's a big eye, and that makes it adds comedy because you usually don't see her eye. It adds emphasis to her eyes, and I think that'd be fun to go, a fun route to go with just all of a sudden an eye. Maybe let's have that idea in the back lines for what we can do. This is the right screen, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe the eye is covered. We will go ahead and cover that. And what else can we do? Maybe another pose could be... Let me see. Tired. Oh, actually, let's just look at the Pokemon ones for some ideas. That'd be better. This person's confident, laying back, crouched. No, I don't think we want a crouch position. That's a pretty spellcaster pose. I'm not mistaken, he's the dragon trainer. This one's laid back, that one's pointing. It's fancy, so he gets the bow. If we're going for goth, spellcaster, maybe they're shy. I know there was on there the Weeping Lily, not Weeping Lily. Was it Cowering Lily? Let me check. It was the Shrinking Violet. But I do like this, where's it at? This idea? Maybe they're goth because they're really shy. Maybe they're goth because they're just tired. A lot of ideas. Maybe, the body's like, that's like this. Body's like this. You have the shoulders, neck, body goes down. Hips go down like that, and then we have the legs, which kind of maybe fill it in like this. But we need to add long hair and goth. Long hair, what we could do is do... It'll let me. Long hair, what we could do is maybe, long hair. We could do something like that. More of a wild hairstyle, maybe. Maybe. Goes over. And like that. Something like this. I am really thinking about doing the... Go ahead and change the color. Should I change the color again? There we go. I am thinking about maybe doing... Color won't change again. There. I'm thinking about maybe doing... Hello, hello, welcome! I'm thinking about doing... I do like this idea. We could also maybe make the hair more jagged. I don't want to take too much inspiration from Susie for this design. I do like the idea of the eyes covering. Maybe we could take partial inspiration. Maybe what we can do for our wizard goth female long hair is do... Let me make sure I copy all of this and select. And paste. What if we do a more of a... One bank covers one eye. Like that. That way it's not taking away too much. And we can still have the eye like that. Yeah, I think that will work better. Eyes all droopy. Maybe she's got a frowny face. Or she could have a happy face depending on how we go with pictures and emotions. Now, what are some other hairstyles we could give her maybe? Maybe we could give her... Let's copy. Oh, there we go. And actually, let me copy the new one. Like this. And let's think about maybe other hairstyles. For other hairstyles, we can give a go that and erase all of this a little bit. Another hairstyle maybe could be... We gotta do long hair. I never said how long the long hair has to be. Maybe it comes to about here. Like that. That could work better. Maybe on her hips. That way we can stick with this shortish hair. What we could do is have on her hips some book. Maybe her spell book. Spell book that maybe she's afraid to use. On her hips. Maybe some potions even. Some bottles on her hips for a belt. That'd be cool. Now, let's see. I'm not too sure about emotion, but we could always try and see where we get. I do like this very lazy idle pose, though. She's got her body to the side. Like this. I can figure out how to enhance it. Like this. She has her head. Maybe her head's facing more of a downward pose, like... Drag it. And... will not let me not lock. That's disappointing. Oh, maybe she has a slouch. That'd be neat. We have the book. Let's make the book. What color can we make the book? What colors do we have available? Maybe it's just black. It could be black. Let's just do black for now and call it a day. Slouching to read her book. Huh. Maybe this is her attack animation. Her pulling out and reading her book. You've got a droopy arm here. Okay, maybe she's got a more of a relaxed pose. And then she's got here. Maybe more like that. But like this. And a book and here. Let me drag this all out. Take it down. And now we have... See, this is the thing. She's holding the book. Then there's nothing to bring attention to the belt. Fine and all, but I like the belt idea. Let's go ahead and take from this hair. And also take from this hair. That way we can kind of keep the same colors. I'm liking the idea of like a purple hair though. I think that'd be cool. As far as hairstyles are concerned though, I will highlight this, move it, do a bit of a duplication, right? That's the duplicate button. Oh, perfect. That's way easier than copying and pasting. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking... Pokemon... Oh, I'm not thinking Pokemon. I'm thinking an Undertale character. Undertale, Shy... It was Shy something. Images... Shiren? Was it Shiren? Shiren. I'm thinking Shiren. That's what I'm thinking of. And it is this enemy. Let me drag and drop. This character. That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking eyes. Maybe we can use that idea. If I can select it. Yeah, there we go. So for that, maybe... Another thing we also have to keep in mind is the whole silhouette idea. Maybe what we can do is do... Front bank here. Creepy eye. Eye covers everything else. Behind the ear. Like this. It's gonna be shaggy though. Don't have to worry about that for now. Be like this sort of shaggy. That's fine. We have that. And then we have... We're doing it up here like this. This could work. Like that, maybe? Fade that all in. I'm liking that idea. As for if it were longer hair, maybe... Depends on how long we want to go. We can go really long if we want, but we want readability with our sprites. I think this is a great place to start, though. We'll go ahead and copy these ideas. Well, I'll just copy these ideas. These ones here. New. Save the screen. Oh, hold on. Save this screen here. That way I can go into a sprite. Oh, wrong thing to paste. Let's try doing file, save as. Grab this, and then open it up in here. Downloads. Here we go. There she is. I will subtract that. Now, as to where I can move it to, tricky. Let me try to restructure it a little bit. Right now we don't really need colors. So I'll try to grab all of these and make them fit in our color area. Have those with some of those. Move them here. We don't need this word label since it's at the top. Let's just copy the very bottom. Right here. I think so. And then let me try saving again. Yep, I want to replace it. There. How's that do? Now we can make it bigger. I can slide it over here. That. You go ahead. Water. Okay, water's done. We will move back over to Sprite, which you are already on. I can pull up my... where's that? References I had and paste this in. So now I too can see it compared to last time, which I had the screen all funny and wonky. Should be good now. Just have to rearrange a few more screens. And there we go. Alright. Right. And rearrange seat. Get all nice and comfy. Oh, that did not sound good, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm thinking, how do you want to structure this? How big do we want to make this? I think making the eyes, because the eyes are supposed to be the most expressive point, would be best. Maybe we can take a head here. As we were doing with the body, maybe we can take a hunchback here. We want a more of an S curve. Show relaxed, though if the head is hung low because she's got poor posture, how can we do that? Maybe something like this. Really show, that's the thing, I want to show her poor posture. Poor posture. Let me see if I can Google it to show you what I mean. Poor posture. Here we go, this is great. Let's do, and I will drag this into concepts and then I can show you. And go back like this, right? This is our concepts. Here we go. Poor posture. That is the body shape I want. I'm thinking forward head. It'll let me select. Let's go back to a white color. There. Poor posture. Forward body. Back head. Legs here. That's how this poor posture is. The head over the body. This poor posture is back is, whew, that is poor posture. We have the head facing this way. We have the body going down. Those are both very poor. We can go ahead and select everything. And move them to here. I'm thinking this one. This one might be a better poor posture. Can I copy and paste this into my... oh, I can. Perfect. Okay. Let's keep that poor posture in mind, but we can always change it. Here we are back on screen. Now, poor posture. How can we transfer this into poor posture? I am kind of liking just this posture in general. I will keep it just to have. I'm also realizing I'm working on the wrong layer. Let's cut this, new layer, paste. There we go. Move the head up here. Maybe a foot here. 1 foot here. 1 foot here. It looks like a very proud person, which is not what we want. Go ahead and copy, paste. Oh, hold on. Copy, paste. That did not work. Select, paste. There we go. Okay. If we're thinking poor posture, maybe what we can do is something like just erasing that. Now we need to make the head bend forward. That was step 1. Something like maybe this. I can't remember what character I'm thinking. That was really... oh, I remember now. I think I remember. It was a Gumball character. Gumball. No, she wasn't a goth. But she was like a second character for one time. Gumball characters. Let me see if I can find her. She had such bad posture. It was great. Category, characters, Gumball. Let me see if I can find her. Gumball, teen characters. Let me try that instead. Teen characters. Category. Sarah. No, her name wasn't Sarah. Sarah was the ice cream. Gumball characters. Well, they don't really give icons. Is the issue? Can't really see firsthand what's going on. That's tricky. Gumball. We'll just go back to Gumball characters list. And maybe we can do it through here. Now, character. How fast can I find this? Human hot dog guy, no. Oh. Carmen, no, I'm not thinking Claire Cooper. I found her. Perfect. Now I can show you what I mean. Her posture was awful, but it was great. Cooper, Gumball. I think maybe going for something like that would be good. Cooper. I'll move us back to concepts. Move this all the way. Oh, there we go. All the way over. Let me go back to this screen. Her posture, I remember it very specifically. Got this one where she's slouched forward. This one with a book. Maybe we can do something in this sort of posing. Claire Cooper. Gumball. I think it was her pretending to be bored. Or was bored. I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. That is great. I think that helps. Having those long, lanky arms, I think, is what's gonna really be handy. It'll give us a chance to... No, I'm not seeing it at all. It'll give us a chance to have something to work off of, character-wise. Let's go with some of her pictures with her posture. I think would be fun. Let me go ahead and copy them. And I'll move them over to a screen I can look at so I can reference it. There we go. Now let's go back to A-Sprite. A-Sprite. Keeping her posture in mind, let's do... Her posture's more like... There's a head here, there's a neck here, and then her body's here. Torso's here, and then she's got her legs leaned forward. Like that. And then she has those arms hanging down. I'll do it in a different color. Arms hanging down. Something like that. I think, you know, that's pretty nice. That leaves all of this space up here to do hair, maybe like this. Hair. I will keep that. Another posing, which was the slouching idea. Let's see. Go back to the black. One thing, well, these are just pose ideas to start off with. I'm not too sure how we're going to translate them quite yet, but it is important to keep sizing in mind. Oh, actually, I'll just move her up here. It'll be the foreground, not foreground. You have this one. Maybe let's try to draw out the book reading one. I have her chest here. That no, something like this. Got her neck forward. Her head's more forward and down. Book. Have the book like this. A little bit. Build. Oh, let's not do not continuous. Fill this in. And she has the body. And one thing we can keep in mind too is don't have to worry about proportions too much. Body comes curved back in here. We have her torso. Torso can be mixed in. And then we have back leg. Oh, it doesn't look great at all. One leg here. One leg here. And then our book. And on book. Like this. I think this perspective's off, but that's completely fine. Let's go ahead and move this down. No, that's a big sprite, but we can handle that. For now, let's try working off of this pose. I think this pose would be pretty cool to work off of. I will go ahead and copy it, and then we'll make a new layer. I will remember to label our layers. This is a sketch. And that is the Mon trainers. Let's see. We'll paste this again. Blobbing wise, I want to figure out her eyes. How do we want to do her eyes? For these character eyes, they're 1 pixels. 1 pixels, 2 pixels. Let me look at some examples I had pulled up. See character eyes. I wanted them to be big. I wanted some big eye action. How can we keep in line with big eye action, also still being small and 2 proportions? Here, it's 2 eyes, or 2 lines. There's sprites. I will never get over these. Look, it's great. Animations especially. Maybe something like this. The lines are kept very simple. I think that will help us. I also want to do something more anime-ish. Let's maybe eyes like this. Maybe more so like this. And then, I want to have her eyelashes. I'm thinking maybe we can do like a reddish for her eyes. For now, we'll just keep it this. Let's add some white. Not white though. You never want to go white. Something like this. Let me go back to our ideas so I can see. There we go. Okay. Might not even do down tilt. It might just look like this. Maybe it needs to, yeah, up tilt. I'm not thinking the right one. Something like this. And then 21. And have her eyes. Look at no L's thing again. I think that's pretty helpful. She has 3 long eyes, which is interesting. For these Pokemon characters, it kind of just depends. They don't really have eyelashes, and I want to include eyelashes. That is one of my wants for this sprite. How can we include eyelashes? One thing we could do is add the slantness of the eyes in this sort of round fashion. It would be like a dot for the eyes to make them look round. Maybe what we need to do is more of this. This is the eye, and then we add the slant to the eye. Something like that. And we do maybe something like that. That would give us some eyeshadow room to work with. Then we can add, I don't know. I'm thinking this for now at least. And then to mirror, we have a little bit apart. That. We want it to be simple enough where we can do a lot with it. And I think this works just enough. On there. Something like that. Eyelash. Can we have eyelashes? You want her to have eyelashes. Maybe something like that? I want her to be very sad. And very, very shy, very sad. I'm thinking like that, though. That could be cool. Let me check some of the eyes on here. I mean, it just depends on how you do eyes. We could try to make maybe the eyes a little bit thicker. Go ahead and copy. Make the eyelashes a little bit thicker, I mean. Something like this. Ooh, you know, I kind of like that. I kind of think it looks nice. That could work too. Making it thicker. With goths, eyelashes are pretty important. Makeup. The makeup's really important. I think it'd also be pretty cute to add some blush to her face. I think that would make it even cuter. Maybe we can add some of these. So we have to make eye size wider. Make it a little bit wider, that way we're in par. Other eyes. Like that. Ooh. Eyes could go like that, and then maybe copy these. For shading, how would we do it? We could do maybe we'll take that red, take a white, maybe this white just for now. Yeah, just for now. And it'll go all the way across this upper level. And then oh, hold on. These two. For now, until we figure out what colors we want to use. Just grab those reds. We have a bright red up here, dark red up there. Something like that. I do want to make the eyes bigger, but we do have to keep in mind needing to make this into a sprite, and I want to keep it simple. The goal is to make it very simple. And the bigger we do the eyes, harder it's gonna be to pose everything. Now, let's just keep the eyes this, because this is pretty big already, truth be told. If we do the eyes sideways, how would that look? Maybe, because the eyes are, how long are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The eyes would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and drag that back here. Yeah, back here. And then we have eyelash coming to this height, I believe. Yes. And then we can have eyelashes at the bottom too. And I need some references for this. Eyelash eyes from the side. Get some idea of where to go with this. Maybe type in anime. It gives it a little bit of help, usually. Okay. Something like this eye. And let's go ahead and go back into here. Can I flip this eye? Image, flip, arrange, align, and not flip. Mode, image, canvas. No, I cannot flip. That is okay. What we'll do instead is just use this side, since I can't see. We have the eye going out. Make sure that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have under the eye, which I don't think we'll have to add. And then we have the eye kind of coming midway, maybe something like that. And then we have the eye going back over. That sort of like that. Let's add in our white and our purple, pink, red. Right here, here, and there. Something like this, I think. And then maybe I do like the idea of maybe eyeliner. I don't know. I think not doing eyeliner. Oh, not doing eyeliner would lessen the gothy feel to it, but I think it would be simpler to do it. We could always come back and check on that later. But for now, let's just work on making this a little bit cuter. Maybe something like this. Our eyes go this way. I don't know why when I click this, this button comes up. It's weird. It's not the eyedropper image. Maybe thinking maybe one of these, but that might be better. Tracing one of those. Maybe we can add a bit of eye. That does not look right. Just eye lined. Yeah, I think maybe doing this should show direction in which where she's looking. Let's do, and then maybe a little bit fuller on the eyelash. Something like that. That's what we could do. Erase that. Try that. Doesn't have to be right now. Just brainstorming, thinking of ideas. Get some water. Okay, now let's see. Press. Oh, we're good. Okay. That kind of makes you look surprised. Yeah. Messing around with little pixels is what we can come back to. Now, if the eyes are going to be this big, which is really large in comparison to this guy, how can we structure it? Especially here, it doesn't, you can't really see her sad, droopy face. Maybe we can adjust it a little bit. Gonna slide things down. Where did my little eyes go? Maybe, what can we do? Slanted, not too slanted, they're already upturned. Upturned eyes. That looks, that makes her look like she's staring at you. Are you serious? Is that what we're really doing here? That's what that one looks like. So maybe we can raise it up a little bit. I don't want to add too much. So for now, let's just keep it that way. We'll keep it simple. Next up, this is the same size. I don't think it's the same size eye. Hold on. Copy and paste. There we go. It's a little not. To make it the right size, we'd have to this here and lower everything down a little bit. And like that. Very sideways view of the eye. Which is fine. That works. Now, let's think about the head shape. How can we aim the head? These are sketch and eyes. Back to the top layer. And, how can we work this out, I think? First, we can start off by just grabbing this eye. If we can grab the eye, we can drag it to... That's the thing. This one doesn't look... This one looks better. But then if we do front-facing, it doesn't look as nice. So I think let's just stick with big eyes. Big eye. With the eye there. Do we want to have mouth? In Undertale, they do have mouths. I don't think we have to have a nose. I do like the idea of maybe doing like a no mouth. It could be interesting. Some of these characters have mouths, some of them don't. Kind of just depends on what you want. And what do I want? I don't know. Maybe for now, let's go with. I want to do black, but there's no. There. Okay, that works. Now let's do this black. Do like maybe that black. Maybe her. Yeah, something like that. And then I wanted to do some blush. We could do this color before a blush. And if that's the case, we're gonna have to move this head or mouth down just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe this for the face. And it is a, excuse me, side profile. Want to make it a very pale skin tone. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Also keep a note our sizing, so we'll go over here. Do this. Mouth, her face kind of goes this way. Adding the HUD. There's a guy. Yeah, okay. They kind of don't do directly to the side. It depends on how we want to do our perspective. We're doing directly to the side, that's like more in line with this, where the characters have a front pose, side pose. Let's try to design a side profile for now, I think. Side profile. Let me pull some of those up so I can reference them. Side profile goes here. Okay. For our side profile, oops, let me make sure I have the right color. Our side profile, the head's about back here, maybe. Like that. Head's about back there. You zoom all the way in. It's like that. And then we have the mouth. That. Oh, that'd be a cute nose. Something like this. Erase a few features. Overall, erase this maybe, draw this in a little bit. Just don't like how angular it feels. I think that's my issue. You can always round out the angular feel with more anti-aliasing. That's something for shading though. I don't have to worry about it right this instant. It gives her a different nose feel. I want a really simple button nose. Maybe that's what we can go with. And flip the canvas. Get a new perspective on things. I want her to have a really big, expressive face. For now, I think this works. Maybe we can... Let me do. We can add her eyelashes from her other side of her face, maybe like that. Can we add the eyelashes from the other side of the face? Probably something like this, right? Yeah, it'd probably be something like that. I do want to have an outline. That's something to keep in mind, but I'm not sure what I want the outline to look like quite yet. If this is our side profile, though, let's go ahead and try to do a front profile. It's about the same size of the head. It might have to be bigger, though, depending on the head size. Make this head this big. And then let's go ahead and grab our sketchy eyes. And where are our sketchy eyes? We wanted to go with these, I believe. I'll just copy these. Graph music's great. Grab this. And go back up here. A little tricky. Just because of what we already have. We can work with it. Have to be Asian. This is about the size of the eye. Move that all the way. Is that really? It'd be more aligned with this. Something like that. Gotta go now? Thank you for coming! And you too, have a nice evening. Maybe move this in a bit. Bring... I do like how the eyelashes kind of outline everything. This here. Like this. I want to make her face very round. Something like that. Few lines below. What I should be doing, and I don't know why I'm not, is split. Where's my split at? That always makes everything super easy. Okay. Now let's add her blush features. I'm thinking maybe putting her blush here. Now that's tricky. We don't want the blush to look too out of place. Maybe we do it here and then do her frown. But we don't want it to be too frowny. Maybe something like that. Something like that with me. For now. That, I think that's good for our front face. Erase some of these, or if we can, like that. We can bring in the head a little bit. You want to add... I don't know, I kind of like that little dot for a nose. I like the two noses as well. The nose, I do want to just make sure I understand and emphasize. I think the nose is a cute. And making it a little bit warmer. A goth, but she doesn't have to be pale. Nose goes about here. Maybe. Now we slide it up. I'm thinking, yeah, let's slide the nose up. One of these. Oh, let me slide the nose up. Maybe? Copy and paste. One more. There we go. I quite like that. If we make the face one wider, do the button nose. Let's give that a shot. That's the thing, maybe if we do... I don't think we can do a squishier head. Copy that face, move it over. Oh, that's a little scary. I mean, I guess there's no point in not having it separated then. We can just copy. And now what I want to do is a little bit of a botched process. We're gonna put all of this in. Copy you. I'm curious to see if this makes any difference. I don't like it. I think it's now too round. I think the face needs to be maybe flatter. Maybe what we could do instead. Copy. What if we make the face go down one? Oh, no, I don't like that either. Maybe if it was this. Add some of her shine back to her eyes. Add in her skin tone. Never mind, not her skin tone, my lashes. Don't know how I'm feeling about that. I'm not too thrilled. Maybe we can round out her eyes? I do think it makes her look sadder. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, now that we have the body figured out, let's work on... I mean, the head figured out. Let's work on the body. Head sketches. Now, for the body, what clothing do we want to do? I'm thinking... Water. Okay. Let's look at some... Well, the front-facing idea I had would have her body looking like... Let me separate these guys a little bit. Right now, our heads are very big. Just fine, but that cost us some stuff, some problems. And I'll put that head here. Like this? Yep, okay. And, you know, maybe she could be a necromancer. But maybe she's a necromancer that's afraid of the dead. Maybe that's her whole thing. Where her family is a line of goths, necromancers, but she doesn't want to be a goth. She doesn't want to, or maybe she likes the goth, but she doesn't like the death, the necromancer. Maybe she wants to go into art school. That could be something. Now as for this body idea, I'll add another layer, delete this layer, head sketch, dupe, call it dupe, dupe, enter, there. Body, If we're doing a really poor posture, her head or yeah, her head would be forward. Oh, wrong button. We'll go ahead and flip this. She wants to be a baker? You know what? Maybe she does. Maybe she wants to be a baker. She wants to help. I know I've heard of it before, where there's healing bakery. Maybe she wants to go into not necromancy, but aromancy, or how would you say it? Aromatherapy. That's her magic. But yeah, baker could work. Maybe we can give her some baking gloves instead of goth gloves to really emphasize that point. Let me go under our head sketch dupe. Want that big S curve for the head. You'll have to keep in mind the sprite size. You might have to make things smaller depending on how we go. This is all getting forward. I'm thinking one box for the torso. And we have this. We don't want it to be, yeah. We don't have much space to work with. Our head is about 1 high, and if we're doing 64 tall, we've already used up a lot of our 64 height. So let's think in terms of that. I'll get rid of this. We'll go ahead and put them. Aromancy's great, never heard of that. Is it? I'm not sure if it's a thing. I feel like it's a word, but I'm using the word incorrectly. That'd be fun though, aromatherapy with magic. Like, I feel like that would be something a druid might do for a florist class. That'd be deadly. Chemical warfare. Right. We only have this much to work with. This is 1-ish. We have 2, 3, 4. Gotta be picky. I'm thinking maybe let's try blobbing everything out. We have the body about here. This, and then we have the torso, like this. Then we have the legs, which are about down here. The legs wrap around apparently. Could be maybe something like this. Leg back, around, down, and around. That. Need to be a little bit thinner. Maybe move this up a little bit. Not too good on anatomy. Still a little bit of anatomy practice. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's try looking at some enemy side profiles. I guess we shouldn't even be working on the side profiles yet. It'd probably be best to work from the front to the back. Let's give that a try first. In terms of front profile, we have the body, which is about here. We have the neck, and I think she should have a really long neck. Just to emphasize the shyness idea. It would also give her a chance to slouch with her neck. Just add a little bit more. That. Probably gonna have to make it smaller. Proportions. Technically, we don't have to have too good proportions. We could do papyrus proportions. As in... Where's he at? Whatever proportions these are. There's something, alright. Let's see. Transform. Oh. Realize her face is not wide enough for this singular thing. Unless we do 1 for her neck. Like that. Let me zoom in a little bit, I can't see. Oh no, 2 for her neck. That makes sense. Add around that. Then let's do her body, or her torso. Well, not her torso, her pelvis. Pelvis. That. You have to worry about her feet and her legs. You have tiny feet, technically. Like that, maybe. That. Snatchback feet. Maybe they come out in. Or posture is the idea, but we can always change it. Make her feet come out in. That does not look good proportion-wise. We'll stick with it for a second. Something like that, maybe. And then we have her body's arms. That issue is all of that. You can't tell. How can we tell? How can we tell she's a very sluggish person? Maybe on one side she's got the spellbook, on the other side she has the cookbook. I could help round things out a little bit. And then maybe posing. She's very shy. Maybe she can come that with her arms. Like that. And then she has her hair. Long hair though, so we have to come in. Maybe it goes this way? Maybe something like that. It looks a little like blobby, but hold on. Stick with me here. Now we copy and take that hedge sketch scoop. Go ahead and paste. Oh, hold on. Take our head sketch dupe. I can select, hopefully. Paste. And then we'll take this layer. I'm not doing this right. Hold on. Take this layer. Copy. New layer. Paste. Drag. There. Okay. We'll go ahead and get this out a little bit. Posing wise, I'm thinking her arms go up there. Try having her neck. Oh, there we go. Next, gotta go like me. If her neck's leaning forward while she's well, that's fine. Better late than never. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thinking maybe you have her neck like that, so she looks like she's leaning forward. And then, as far as body's concerned, what do we want to put her in? I'm thinking we put her in like a nice sweater. Sort of gothic-y sweater to make it nice and comfy for her. She's going out of her comfort zone with this exploring. Face it. I thought maybe got her torso here. Then she has that belt around her. Fill that in. That's her. Oh, I completely forgot again. Handy dandy split tool. Where'd you go? And there. I'll slide it over here so we can see from a distance. I'm thinking long shirt sleeve sweater though. Long. And that's exactly, well, that's exactly what the other girl had, but it's a nice look. Long sleeve sweater. Teetering on the verge of wanting to make a game, but it's so daunting and consuming. Just the planning and writing stuff down is so long. Yeah, that's the issue with making games, is you have an idea, but you're not sure how to fulfill it. I'd start with just breaking it down. So for example, doing like a, what do you call it? A branching list, where you have your idea, and now you just break it down into parts, depending on how long or how big the project is. Mind map. I think it's called a mind map. But I'd plan, write down stuff, like I said, it takes a little bit too long. And then start with the core things that would make up your game. The core values. For example, if it's like a game like Mario, you could have first start with, what does it take to make one level of Mario? And from there, you can build on top of it with what idea you're making. But yeah, teetering on the verge of making a game. Yeah, that's something that I've always run into an issue of. And I'm hoping this new method of making games is easier to make a product. Because I have a lot of games I want to make. I have a lot of ideas, but depending on the size, depending on how big they are, it can make or break the game. Let's give her maybe a belt. I do want to make her asymmetrical. Maybe she's on more so one hip. Because this is this foot or this leg is leaned back. Maybe something like this. Or something like this. Give her a belt. That is not a belt. That is not where the belt goes. Slide it all the way up. Yep. Prototype. Yep. Always start with a prototype and make sure it's fun and interesting before fully developing it. Yeah. The thing you want to do is work on your, what is called, MVP, minimum viable product. How can you make your game in the least amount of steps possible? Because if you start making your game with all these ideas and then it turns out to be bad or just not as fun as you thought, you're still at an early stage in your development where you don't have to worry about making it or going back and redoing it. Let's see, like that. Just trying to work on her hips. How big do we want them? How small do we want them? Maybe we'll just stick to this for now. That pixel mirroring is messing me up just a little bit. Maybe we can go with black leggings. He is a goth, so we don't have too much to work with. On our concept colors, bring us back over to the concept screen. Concept colors, not a lot. We have purples, and I'm thinking of making her hair like a bright purple. What complements that purple, though? We could make, well, her sweater's gonna be purple. Maybe we can go with a lighter color for her stockings. Maybe lighter color with some purple polka dots. Give that a go. I'm not too sure on her age. I feel like she's in the young adult. I feel like you want to be intricate, paying too much attention to detail. Yeah, that's a lot of what happens when game making begins. Is you have all these shiny bells and whistles you want to add, but you still haven't made the base part of the game. And it's fine if you want to do some bells and whistles, but at the same time you have to keep on target. When I made my Starry game, it was tricky because I wanted to get directly to the art. So what I did was I did an implementation of an idea, and then I made art. I went back and forth. I did what I wanted to do with drawing, and then I added the programming aspect. I wasn't fully working on one step at a time. It was back and forth, which helped a lot in keeping me motivated as well. Now I'm just trying to keep that leg forward. I'm thinking one leg forward, one leg back is the idea here. And then she has her foot. Just make it this color. Like here. Maybe that a little bit. Still a prototype. And a foot. Well, if the foot's in the back, it'd be more like this. Right. And erase it. Something like this. And then foot forward. Maybe we can give her some round boots for exploring. Like this. Now the feet look a little wonky. I do want to go with the boots idea. Maybe the boots kind of go down here. It slides down here. Of course! I hope I helped in what way I can. I don't have too much experience, but for the experience I have, I've got some. Let's make the boot maybe like this. That one's going back. She's stepping back a little bit. Her knee's kind of bending, and then this is all this. Maybe more of a this. That. Oh, there we go. I'm thinking maybe something like this in terms of design. Let's add. I'll just use red here for the books, for now at least. Actually, let's go ahead and do that sweater idea. We can get it out of the way. Go ahead and make the second layer with the lighter purple to make things a little bit easier. I'm thinking we have her sweater Let me go ahead and trying to decide between 2D and 3D while what type of game? Blending the terms of everything, yeah. Yeah. I've heard 2D's easier than 3D, but I am not too sure on these facts or fibs. Maybe making the thing down to here. Got a bit of a jacket when it comes to wizardry, maybe. Do something like this. Oops. Happy to help though. Something like that. Where it's got a little bit of a tailcoat design. So it gives her a bit of... What is it? It gives her a bit of... Authentication? No. Verification? Authenticity? No, it gives her... It makes her look like a wizard. You think, is this girl a wizard? I don't know. She doesn't look like a wizard. She doesn't look like a mage. Maybe we can just do some shorts for her pants. Nice and simple. Again, the bucket tool. This? Yeah, maybe this works. We can drive her shorts down a little bit. Since these ones are coming up, we can drive those up a little bit. Something like that. And then let's go ahead and work on her sleeves. I'm thinking long sleeves here. But if we're going for a purple cloak, well, we can't go for a purple cloak because her hair is going to be purple. That might be too much contrast. I will go ahead and do a bit of an outline of what I'm meaning when I say purple hair. And we can use this purple. And we could always do white hair for goth. Wait, white hair is fine. Black hair is goth, so maybe we should just stick to black hair. But maybe we could shake it up a bit. Maybe we can do a purplish black. Something like this. And let's add a little bit more saturation. Make it a bit darker. Saturation, make it a bit darker. Saturation, make it a bit darker. Something like that. I'm thinking maybe she's got more of a... We could cover one eye. Make the other one pretty shaggy when it comes to the bangs. Something like that. And then... bangs. Like that. I do like both eyes. That's the issue here. Maybe she doesn't have to have the eye covering eyes. I like seeing her expression. Maybe she's got one of those really flat things. Comes out like this. Then it comes over. Now it looks like a... Oh, it could be a cap. Like one of those berets. Do they look like this? A little fancy beret. Yeah, maybe we... Oh, maybe we can work that in some more. I do like the beret idea. Beret, but we want to make sure she still looks wizardry. What can we add? I'm thinking... I don't know. I get the wizard idea from the spellbook. What's magical? What can we add that's really magical to her overall appearance? We can add some of that hood color in the back here. Let's work on her sleeves until we figure it out. Sleeve wise. Around here, here. Her hands maybe, that'll help. She's bumbly with her hands. Something like that. Then let's add sleeves, sleeve color. We can come back to sleeve color. For now, maybe let's do... I want it to pop out, so we'll just do a blue. Let's do a blue sleeve color. Oop, more buttons. Something like this. The sleeve color comes around. Not that. And then another blue sleeve color. Thinking we make it a lot skinnier though. Yeah. Let's make it a little bit thinner. Maybe we can give her one of those. What they're called, but they're like a flare up here. Make her look more wizardy. So let me pour it in. Something like this. To show off skills and scholarly. Maybe we can add some. What are they called? Some skull earrings? That might work. Just trying to figure out how to mirror this. My mirroring isn't working. Well, it's working. I didn't use it though. I'm not working. That's the mirroring issue here. Add some of these. Like that. I think that's the same. Just the buttons. Fill it in. There we go. Something like this. Takes a cloak. It can go. Well, we're gonna add her books to the side. This kind of gives her a Dracula feel, which could kind of work. As for those earrings, they would kind of go here. Where do her ears go? Like that. And then fill them out to skull eyes. Maybe not. I don't know how you make a really tiny pixel art skull. I think like that. Let me see. I know for like skulls at least. This. We can look at some skulls. And that does not look like a skull. It looks like a face. I'm not too sure how we could make it look like a skull. Maybe this? I feel like making... We can add the earrings for now. And come back to it later. Make these a little bit of a brighter color. Brighter? Darker? Brighter. Right like that. That's the thing too. It is blending in with the skin tone a lot. It already has a very bright skin tone. So we might have to make it a little bit more white. Make her up more white. Okay, so some skull earrings. You know, when we said, what was it? Long hair? That didn't mean it had to be long hair down. Maybe what we can do is do long hair up. Add our bangs here. Oh. Bangs here. Up. And then we can do maybe a very gothy hairstyle with lots of hair. Now, is there a symbol of death we can use that could turn out to be the symbol of her hair? We could always do one of those famous hair wicks, hair flicks, where the hair comes out here. We have all this hairstyle to work with. That looks like fire. I'm thinking death symbols. Not the skull. Oh, okay. Maybe for the skull, we can do drag and drop again. Cute little skulls here. We could always do the skulls front facing maybe to help make it look like a skull. I'm thinking maybe this big. You have... Oh, never mind. That's too small still. Maybe we can make the skulls big, exaggerate it. Nah. I don't think that works. I think maybe if we made a portrait, we could do it bigger. But for now, those are your little skull earrings. Death-wise... I'm thinking maybe pearls or something. Darker purple. and darker. Oh, I do like that. What is this BBQ? Oh. I don't even know what to call it, so it'll stay BBQ. This is our cloak layer. This is our overlay layer. We can call it overlay. And this is our banks layer. Banks. And here's the layer we were working on now. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe... I do like myself some long hair, if you couldn't tell. I mean, my hairstyle is more like that. Make sure I fill it in. Never mind. This has to go below that other layer. See, her hair could look like that. I don't like it. Maybe it could be more of a eyeballing ideas here. Maybe something like that. Place it down here a little bit. That. Ooh, that's pretty cute, right? From the back, it's a sort of, but I like that. More like this from the back. Kind of feeling that style. Very wavy. Let's try to come up with one more hairstyle. The good news is it doesn't overlap with the at the bottom. Let's try one more hairstyle. Hairstyle. We want to do really an updo. Always a good old. That's cute. Singular big. That's so big she's gonna hit someone. Be like that. That is cute. Maybe something low. No. Maybe something like. I don't think that works either. I kind of like maybe it could be asymmetrical. Something to the extent of we've got hair on this side, but we have no hair on this side. Nah. Maybe the hair comes out. It moves over here and I don't know what it is. Have maybe hair locks. Oh, that could work. I know some girls for goth at least have like really tall hair and then it swirls in like this. Something like this. Which could, I mean, it kind of looks like antlers, truth be told. But it would maybe feel like the idea of that. How can we change it? Maybe we can make it longer? We duplicate it. Delete it. Maybe it can go all the way down here. For the hair. Maybe it goes to the side. So instead of going inwards, it goes plate layer. Maybe what you can do is erase this inner way and have it go outer way. Like that. This extent? Maybe, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot we can do as far as headspace is concerned. if we want to keep to the small sprite size, then this would be our border around that area. So maybe we can do down here, hair comes up here, hair then kind of down, like that. Gives her some pigtails to work with. Curl around. Ooh, I do like that. Maybe she can have some full hair pieces. Make her look more necromancy. Necromancy, make her look more necromancy. Something like one skull here, one eye here, one nose there. A little bit more deadly. I do like that idea. And then maybe we can make her hair out. I want a bit of a curve or curl. We want a bit of a curl. Something like that, maybe? I want it to be a bit of a sharper curl. I'm gonna dig in, dig out. Sharp, or edges at least, would indicate she's deadly dangerous, and she's not. And you look at her and you think, oh man, she's scary. And then you meet her and she's really sweet. I think that'd be a nice idea. And we add maybe more volume. We want all the volume. How are we looking sprite-wise? I mean, it's a little tall, but I think it works. The straight line could be of charm. Maybe we can just kind of eat this out a little bit. It kind of makes it look Spectre-like. Some Spectre feel to it. I think that works. That one there. There. I like that idea. Maybe she has some particles coming off of her. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. She's very Spectre and ghost-like. That's why she can't leave the family. She's got a... in her blood. Got the spook genes in her blood. Now, spellcaster-wise... how can we edit this? I'm thinking, well, for starters, we want to do... a book. Right? Let me go ahead and also take this hairstyle. Yeah, I do like this one. There's this one, and there was this one I also liked too, but I think having the skull really adds to it being necromancy, so we'll keep it. That is the key. I'm gonna hide, or first I'll hide all of these. Go below. Okay, I think I did it right. And now we open up hair, 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 and also hair, also hair. Since all of these are hair, I will group them together to be hair. These were our hairs. New group. Hair. Oops. Hair. That work? Yep, okay. Now all of our hair is gone. Now we can call this hair. And erase this. Well, hair. Final. There we go. Now we can open up all of these. Let's see for our ghostly necromancer. I'm thinking maybe she can have, or maybe her pose doesn't even have to be hands on front. Maybe she's holding the book to her side. Maybe she's clutching it to her chest. That could show off maybe her more arcane-ish looks. Got one arm here, one arm down there. Arm here. Maybe. Let's give that a go. To do that, We'll go to our overlay layer, duplicate it, and we're gonna hide it because we are changing it. So we're gonna keep it in memory just so I can see what's going on. Water. Water. I hope you're all drinking water. It's very important. Now let's see. If we were to... Well, what I'm thinking is we could do some long robes. For example... Oh, never mind. Let's just use these. Having it to be like this. This usually indicates a spellcaster. Everything's very long, roby looks to them. Well, actually, I like that idea. We can make her look more and more ghostly. I know a lot of ghost characters have this specter. I'm trying to figure out how to call it. They have very long sleeves. They're spooky sleeves. Very spooky. So maybe she's in that outfit. Like this. And this is the top. And we have a darker background for the arm coming in the back. Back down. Something like this. And then we can add our hands, which would come about here and here. And we have a bit more of the specter layer. Have some shading there just to emphasize the point. I'll change the color later. I know it's a little bit tricky to see. Take that overlay layer out. Yeah, we'd have to change the colors on that. We can make it a lighter purple. Maybe... I'll hide the cloak and I'll hide the barbecue. You can kind of see what I'm talking about with the long sleeves. So maybe what we can do is get a little bit more to emphasize the point of it being very spooky. Something like that. A bit more drape. As far as color, we want the sleeves and the collar to be, and then darker color. That would help. Then the cloak needs to be a different color. Yeah, that cloak's gotta be a different color. Maybe the cloak can be... hide the overlay a little bit. Let's do... darker color. Do just this? Give that a try. Show the overlay. Oh, I made the overlay lower opacity. Oops! Something like this. We can add back our BBQ. I think that could work, though I think the purple... well, she has purple hair. Purple cloak. Oops. I do like this idea. And then, what else can we do? Maybe the robe can go all the way down. We still want to do that idea of the cloak. So maybe we can do all this as cloak. Now she looks like a vampire. Adorable, but how can we make this more magic-y? Maybe... oh yeah, the book. Keep forgetting the book. Add a book here. This. Erase it here. Looking. And we do. Now we can't really see the belt. I do like this fumbling of her hands. I think it's a cute touch. add one hand to go in the back, like so. Or maybe... Well, see, this is getting in the details. It helps a little bit. Just figuring out where goes where. And like that. Let's just show her hands are being fumbled with. And then... book. How can we incorporate a book? I do like this more gothy feel. But book-wise... Well, let's look up some references. That's what you'd always do when you are... Look. Book at belt. Oh, you know what? I just realized what we can do. The book shouldn't be the way it was. The book should look like this from the front. Make a cookbook? That's what I'm thinking. One book, one side is cookbook, one side's gonna be wizardry book. How to differentiate that, I'm not too sure. But I do like the cook idea. Magical cookbook? Yeah. You know, maybe she makes deathly food or something of the sorts. We can add book here. The book here? That's a little hard, but I'm thinking the book can be that angle? The cloak is... I do really like the cook idea. Maybe it comes down a little bit like this? Or maybe planted like that. Like that. Oh, hold on. There we go. One book. So the issue is if the book is in this direction, I'm not sure how to incorporate her cloak. Maybe her cloak goes behind the books? In the sense of... Oh. Can do this. Cloak goes in like this. And then we also make sure we don't fill it out that way. Or like that. That's good. And then we could just make the cloak straight for now. And it comes out one more, it seems, on the side of the body. Is it a little bit unclear of what's going on? There's a lot about trying to figure out that clarity. The... Oops. Nah, I'm not feeling that either. I'm thinking her cloak has to be a... Wizard cloak. Comes up when I pull that. Wizard cloak. Okay. Wizard cloaks have like a... This is more vampire, which I think gives that goth appeal. If it were more wizardy, it might have the whole... What's it called? The hood. But I think we should keep the goth flap to add more of a gothy feel to it. This cloak, though... Maybe it's the shading that's the issue. Maybe we can try adding a bit of shading to make things feel easier to understand. Maybe along here. So there's a separation in the cloak. And then some lines on here to show overlay of the shadow. And then we add the cloak color is here. Now we can fill that cloak. Where's the book at? What's the book? Okay. Here's the cloak. Thinking maybe book that. And then need to change the book color for now. Let's just do white. Oops. There. Just very hard to read. Yeah. You can even just not go with the belt idea. Maybe the cloak comes out and cover the book. It's easier to see. Something like this. I don't think that works. Maybe the cloak comes in from the bottom with the belt and then it plays out. For example, cloak. Labeled cloak, and I didn't click a few. Let's duplicate this. This one, lower opacity. And then to the extent of here. What comes in here? Because it's getting tied. Maybe we can use white tassels getting tied. And then it comes back out. I mean, it could just go down. But it could be longer, maybe. Help emphasize magic. That. And then the book that goes on top is also getting tucked behind that magic. Let's make the book red for now. Add a little bit of variation. And then erase this, all of this. All must go today. But trying not to erase what's here. Yeah, that's the book. Okay, let's back up the quote copy. What's left? Okay, not too much is left. Maybe what we can do is is the getting rid of the pixels one by one. I think that works. Maybe. Yeah, okay. And yeah, we could cover it a little bit. That. I think that works. It kind of feels like it's getting tucked back. You could have that line down the center to show separating. These are kind of the bottom parts of the cloak. And then these are her shoulders. That's fine. Clothing is a little tricky to see. I can always fix that in post. Go ahead and add this. So make seem a little bit better in terms of shading. Bottom parts. This part can be done. This part can be this. Then don't know where this black came from. That to here. And then back there. And add maybe a dark part of the hood. Before I do that, let me make sure it is opaque. That way I can do less work. Something like that to better emphasize around her neck. And maybe add some of these to emphasize something needed. Is also being shaded so we can pop. I mean, from far away it doesn't look too bad. I think what's messing us up here is this shoulder area. For that, Not sure what we could. Maybe we can just separate it with a big color. Black? Maybe it's a black. Scarf. Oh, that's adorable. Actually, a cute black scarf just across her shirt. Maybe she's from some. Maybe we can then. Shoulders, giving us some trouble. Work on. Get smaller. Something like this. And then we can add this. And all that. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. As far as this is concerned, I think we can shave some of this off. That looks too round. Some of that off. I think her shirt could... not shirts. Even I'm getting it mistaken. I also don't think these need to be bright or lit. Maybe we can erase these lines. That. Maybe we can do... go back to cloak layer. Let's combine these like easier to see. Really like that. Okay, let's see. Thinking we can round that out. This one goes lower. It's fair for it to go lower. This one goes up higher. And mold it a little bit better. So, I'm thinking we get rid of some of these. Now what's in the back line? Oh, okay. Let's do... which layer is it? Not that layer. Not that layer. Not this layer. Barbecue. I should have known. Merge it down. Okay. Let's erase. And then some... definitely needs to be rounded out. It's a little wonky. Maybe 1, 2... that. Make it go down by 2. So that one could be rounded out a little bit. And this one all out. Oh, that sound. Oh, thank you. Hold on. I have a panel here. Oh, panel doesn't work. Thank you for following. Now let's see. Hi, Q. There's numbers in there. With a spear. It looks like a spear. See some of these lines. Oh, never mind. Let's do this first. That maybe? Maybe that's what we could do. We could have it lining something. For example, the lining on the shirt could be... what color could it be? Thinking maybe... well, we have some colors here. We could always do black. Maybe not black, but a black. We could use the hair from her black, maybe. Her hair from her black. The color from her hair. Bring this down. Maybe as a sort of trim. To her jacket. Like that. And like that. Can just be cute. Cute works. Hi, Q. And then... yeah, I think that works a lot better. Having it be more of a... this. I think that works just right. And then... now that we have that, erase this. You don't have to worry about the tassel bit just yet. We're just getting down the idea behind the product. That can be erased. Maybe... I think that's fine. And this is just shading. And then... oh, shading like this. Like, oh, hold on. Like that. I think that works. So, hold on. Now that's a little bit too shaded. It might look something better like this. And then we bring this in. Oops. Like this. We can undo that. I think that looks better for arm-wise. The back arm, I'm not too sure. We can go ahead and use this to separate everything, since this is the trim of the shirt. That's helpful. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It looks a lot clearer. And then this is the back of the arm. Separate it from the front of the arm. We could always just make the arm a brighter color. I think this might work better. And like that. And maybe that. Oops. Maybe that. That looks a lot better. We could maybe then add back our tassel bits, which are just this part on this. You might have to outline it with the black. Maybe something to this extent. No, I don't like that. I think the sleeve bit might work better, but I want those. It's not even tassels. I don't know what it's called. Does restreaming means it reruns itself and it replays, so that means you were in the past and you don't know that? I don't know. I don't know. Is it like saying something in the chat that's saying it's restreaming? That maybe? Or is it saying the stream's restreaming? Let's maybe something like this. That might work. Maybe we have to make these a little bit bigger. We might have to get rid of that idea altogether. But I want to keep it. I'm keeping it alive. This. We just might need a darker color. Perhaps. I think that's fine though. We could maybe make her pants or her shorts. And we color her shorts. Maybe we can do colored. Oh, okay. Confused. Maybe shorts are this color instead? No. Maybe her shorts can be red and the book can be a different color. And if the book is a different color, what color is the book? Still have yet to use like a lighter desaturated purple. Also like a peach we could maybe use. So maybe we can bring back It's Just Late. Started to think it was way less efficient. Oh, the chat showing up on screen. Is that what you mean? The chat's just late. That looks like I want to like. Maybe we can bring this. Maybe we can bring it even up more. No chat here. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see. Do we want to give her pants? I mean, we want to give her pants. Do we want to give her maybe a skirt or stockings or what else can we give her? Maybe the robe can just go all around this. Maybe like that, and then we don't even have to worry about her shorts. Like this. That. Ooh, that could work. That would show it's more of a cloak as well. Maybe we can make it a little bit different. Kinda, sorta, yes and maybe we can just blur that in. Maybe the thing can come all the way down. What's the program's name? It is Sprite. Sprite is the name of the game. Maybe something... Never seen it before? Really? You may have, but it's just a reskin of it. I've got a different color going for the texture. Well, maybe. But it's a pretty common one when it comes to pixel art, at least. Is it for pixel art? Yep, for pixel art only. It is usually the one people go with, though I've seen some people use Photoshop for it. It's interesting. Maybe that. Might just be better to keep like this, or maybe we can slide it down. Be like this. Make it look like it's a lump. Use that. Add the purple. This. Like that. Oh, I did something wrong. This. So I think it might be better to do down a little bit more. Like that. I think that's better. Maybe we can add a bit more flap to this side. Might work. And then maybe we can add a little bit more to this side as well. Something like that. Perhaps. I think that works. Maybe I can add a line of black back here. Here, high resolution, but pixelate is not the same as... Pixel art is low resolution. You're working with straight pixels. For example, if this is... here. This is an image, but when you zoom in, each single pixel is a pixel. Which is the cool part about pixel art, is you're working as small as it gets. Not the same, yeah. Let's see. Thinking maybe we can give her pockets, but I don't even know how we would give her pockets. I'm thinking maybe this is fine. We can add a darker color behind her, or that gray color, something like this. Might have to be even darker. The purples, darker, oops. And then darker, a bit purpler, too purple. Like that. And then that. I don't see much of a difference. Maybe what we can do is make this the shading, and then make this a little bit darker. Like that. And add those to our shoes. Maybe we can add some shoelaces to our shoes. Like that. No. Maybe like this. Be more shoelacy. And since this is in the dark, they get darker shoelaces, but that might ruin the clarity. Closest you were doing to pixel art was maybe chibi one, small and less detailed. Yeah, chibi's smaller, but you can still have really high chibi resolution. Sort of just depends on what media you're trying to do. You can also do pixel art in Clip Studio Paint, which is neat, but you gotta set it up so it's very small, because everything's at high resolution. Maybe we don't even worry about lace it there. Maybe we make the lace a different color. Maybe something like this? Not that. Maybe we can make her laces. Maybe we can make her laces red. Just bring in more of that color from everything else. And then we can take that dark red here. As for this book, how can we do book? Oh, thinking maybe I added this to it. I do like that better. A little bit more style to her. Asking, how did I come up with the PNG character idea. What do you mean? This character here? Or do you mean face, my body? Which one? Whoops. Animated one? I am a Eldritch Princess. So I've got elements of space and royalty. Some butterflies here and there. The idea is that you can see the buns on my head. They're actually called space buns. The idea was I put buns on head for space. That's the idea behind it. Just sort of here and there. It's supposed to be a little spooky. A little scary. Not too scary. I'm not trying to be terrifying. I'm just trying to be ominous. Maybe we can turn that purple. Oh, purple blues. Cool. Bring back that really dark color. Maybe we could just use the black here. How does black look? We can make that one black. And maybe we can do lines like that. And you can't see it, so it might not even be worth shading. Something like this is fine. Looks similar to Star Butterfly. Really? Is it the, doesn't she have butterflies on her cheeks? I think that's what it was. Let's see. Maybe the book can stay red. We can add some pages in it. Ooh. And then one darker. Like that. Hearts. Ah, hearts, stars, and dimensions is there. Yes, stars and dimensions. I used to be a fan of Star versus the Forces of Evil, but the later seasons weren't that good. But the idea was nice. A princess from intergalactic space or a different dimension. That's kind of basically what I am, yeah. I hope I'm not Star Butterfly inspired. I'm trying to think of how we can do the skulls. I mean, when you zoom out, it kind of looks like skulls, but I think that's too much in your face. I think the I think the red here is nice. You can do a dark color here. Off the darkness, this can be cut, perhaps. Yeah, that can cut. Also adding Zoe from Wall. Zoe, yeah, I do like the star aspect of Zoe. I like her hair. That's probably what you're thinking? The pink parts in her hair. They're multicolored? Here, final. I will merge this down. Here, wait. Oh, no, never mind. The bangs are also not merged down. Merge down. And then I can copy, hopefully. There. There we go. There's kind of a head here, but that's fine. We can refine her a little bit. See what else we can add to her. I'm gonna flip the screen to give us a new perspective. And black look might be too dark, but should be fine. I'm thinking we do. This is all dark. We can do this for dark. This is the darkest parts of it. Now for this hair, let me slide you over. I'd like to do some nice fancy outlines. Rendering this character is probably gonna take, a bit. I have about 30 minutes left. Try to do a few expressions and see what we can come up with. Maybe that's the thing with expressions. Half the face, half doing body movements. When you're really sad, you might slump over and be really upset. What does smiling look like? That. That's very simple though. We want silly. Maybe this? Yet not decided on your OC, mostly doing fan arts of other. What fan arts have you done? Maybe some of that. Yeah, that looks a little creepy, I'll be honest. Maybe that could stretch it a little bit. That. And this. Might have to get moved up. Into more of that. Yeah, I think that works. That's a better smile. It's a very cute smile. Maybe we can make her eyes a little bit wider. That would involve me going with a lasso. Some VTubers here and there, also random characters. Ah, VTubers are always fun to draw. I like the design aspect of most of them. Eyes up. Do this maybe? Oh, a little creepy bringing everything up, but it's fine. The whole idea is that we're stretching the body, and my tablet turned off. Oops. Something towards like this. Oops. Add another eye line here. All that shading back. You're just making her eyes big. Yes. It makes her look sweeter. You like that a lot. Is this gonna be for a project? Nope. This is just it's to wrap up studying to draw character sprites. Well, not the past week. Past few streams we were studying how to draw character sprites. So now we're using that and applying it by designing a entirely new character sprite is the idea behind it. So it's just a nice piece of attempt at if this character was in a game, how might they look? How might they be designed? Maybe let's make her eyes. Let's exaggerate this even more. I might have to make this into another stream where it's just going over expressions because I didn't even really get to render this, and I don't know if I'll have time to render. These are just ideas of what it might look like. It might take her tongue sticking out. Oh, maybe that's one we can do. Let's take that off. Let's try a little tongue stick out. Something like... Truthfully though, after working on this character... Oh, thank you! That one's good! Maybe we can add a bit of shading. Maybe we can add a bit of... We will... Oh. Make a new layer. Draw all on this on her eyes. And then... Crease those. It's been super fun to draw though. I like her. It almost makes me want to build a game around her or something. That could be fun. I don't know what type of game she'd go into. Like she's more of a explorer. How could we put her in an explorer game? Like maybe adventure game. Oh, that's perfect. Maybe we can add some of her eyelashes back. Like that. Maybe then. Or it would be red dots, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that looks great. No, I like the orbs. Let's try maybe... down. Popping her. I don't even know what I would name her. I like the idea of maybe Violet, like violent, but she's a sweetheart. She's not violent. I don't know. What's a fitting name for her? The idea behind her is that she is a necromancer wizard. goth girl, but she wants to go into baking. Baking is her true passion. But her parents sent her... Maybe her parents sent her on an adventure to try and make her be a part of the family wizarding business. Let's grab some of that. Maybe we... that. Add a bit more shape. Ooh, makes her look focused. See, all of that get shaded. Oh, actually, that'd be pretty funny. She's just mad. I guess we didn't add eyebrows. Maybe... I do like this mad idea. Try... overhead. Then adding here. Going here. That. Adding eyes. That also... it's a little scary. And change this to here. Let's go out a little bit. We make it... We already did the open mouth. Sad face? Nah. Maybe it can just be face going this way. Ooh. It kind of looks like she's saying, oh, that looks like it hurt. Oof. Might be able to... Favorite game? Oh, that's hard. It would be a tie between Minecraft and Deltarune. Deltarune. Cough. All of these here. I like how expressive the sprites are. And expressive the characters, and it's got comedy. Speaking of, maybe we can do her eyelashes like this? Eyelash can't go up there. I wonder how you would draw her wincing. Faces like that. Like that. Her eyelashes are on the outside. Let's try doing this instead. You know Celeste? Yes, I do. I do indeed. I don't know much about it, but I do know of it. The one who's in my Discord, Spooky, she's a real big fan of Celeste. Lots the game, so I do get snippets of Celeste here and there from watching and looking at her artwork. Ooh, though, how can we do her? She looks cross-eyed, that's not good. Ooh. Maybe like that. Eyelash. A little bit. It's a really fun game. Recommend it. I know it is on sale at the moment on Humble Bundle. I was thinking about getting it just because it was on sale. It could be a fun game to play on stream. First time playing it, seeing if I like it or not. Worth it? I still have a few days to decide. But I think I might do it. It'll be fun. Your eyes. I don't know if I'm feeling this eye style. We can just bring it straight across. Ooh, yeah. I like that a lot. The thing, when you do black eyelash, you can add a little bit of a sheen. Brighter sheen. Even after the main game, there's still content. Yeah, modding. No, there's mods. Perhaps. Yeah, that'd be maybe we'll have to get into it. Oh, she's bored. That one's pretty good. Maybe that. This is her normal face. This is her happy face. Shocked face. Would love to watch it on stream. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I want to stream both games and design games on here for the fact of... Oh, I see what I did wrong. Redo. Turn that off. I want to stream games, try to take them apart, understand them. Maybe, yeah. I would not mind putting Celeste on the list of things to stream, especially since this is only my 3rd stream. And I plan on doing Minecraft this weekend, but after that, I'm not too sure what I was gonna play. Minecraft could be... Not Minecraft, Celeste. Celeste? Yeah. I can agree to those terms. Fine. I think this is fine. Her very shocked face. Just, oh. Alright. We have a neutral, smiling, maybe bored sort of face. Maybe we can bring her bored face. Go here. Where's that head thinking? You have a thumb up for me? Ah! I appreciate it. That. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That looks great. Okay. I want to try spending the last 15 minutes rendering her. This wouldn't be next week, that would be the week after next. Week after next week, but yeah. The sale's still going on for a few days. Got it. And then we can play it. I think that'd be a fun way to end next week. Oh, okay. That was my issue here. This layer. Now, as for rendering, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm thinking aliasing, some outlines here and there. Something like, well, okay. This is pretty shaded already. Might try adding maybe a black outline to the bottom. Then maybe we can add some black here. Then we can add... We're gonna need some more mixed colors. This color, we have this color. What goes in between those colors? Actually, I don't know. Maybe... color, that color. Color in between would be more select. And then we can go in and we can try to blend these a little bit. I need a lighter color than this as well. A lighter, highlighty color. And like this, a little warmer. That's pink. We don't want pink. She's goth. No pink in this house. You can get lighter than that. Pink. Maybe that can work. Now, do we highlight? Well, the thing about robes is that you can't really highlight them. More just a bunch of golds. Maybe we need an... Okay, this is the in-between. Then maybe... pastel or brighter? Pretty tired now, gotta go. Oh, thank you for coming! And thank you, bye! I remembered Q. Let's see. Thinking maybe more of a done too much study on anti. So I don't know too much. And I forgot, well, not forgot. That was not something I read in one of the things I did Not too sure. So maybe we won't even worry about anti-aliasing, at least at the moment. Just try refining her features a little, maybe. As for a name, though, I don't even know. Goes down here. I'm thinking, no. When I think blue, I think lily, not blue, purple. When I think purple, I think maybe a lily. We don't want lily. Maybe the name should be related to cooking, but I don't know if her family would give her a name related to cooking. Probably be more something along the lines of like really gothic and death, destruction. Maybe it'd be more magical. That's a tough one. Along the lines of... I'd have to look and see what names I can find. Else? Maybe? Okay, yeah. That all the way across. I am a fan of outlines, and yet she has no outlines. Yet. Could name her Layla or Gabriella? Oh, I do like Gabriella, because you could always do Gabby. I feel like maybe your friends might call her Gabby. Gabs. I do like those names, though. I have to go with them. I can't think of any. Dark colors. Colors. Color. Highlight. Oh. I don't want it to turn into pillow shading. Where it wraps all the way across the top. Maybe... See, this would be banding. Like banding here. Maybe more of a... Come in a little bit, but make it less banding. This could be darker. Maybe... Up here. I just have to keep that. Yeah. For the tips, maybe the tips are in the light. We can make those shine a bit. Add this book on here. Add along her tips. Just making me really think she's some poison trainer. That's all I can feel, it's all I can see. So a step up from that color. And a step up from that one. Yeah. Poisony. Add some lines. Her hair doesn't have to be that exact dark color. I like the dark color. And maybe add... Oops. I mean, if we do this lighting, it adds a lot of pop. I think that's what Deltarune usually does, is they add a lot of pop in their lighting. That makes it look more like orbs instead of hair. I don't know. I do like the shading on the tips though. You can keep that. It doesn't have to be too difficult of coloring. Right now I'm just trying to use the same colors that we have before and just kind of copy and paste. For example, here we could maybe do along the bottom of the skull. Some of those numbers. Make them look a little bit different. Little things, and it comes down to, I'm pretty sure, anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing. Show you in a second. This could be considered anti-aliasing. Those extra lines that when you look at it from far away kind of make everything blend in. Here, got these two dots for if you think some reason, but when you zoom out, it kind of blends everything together. do want her to blend. I want her to have a sort of, oh, you know what? That's what we can do. We can take this color, the light one we have, which is this color, and then we can add all along the rim of her hair. Whoops. On the trim of it as an outline. Make it softer. Yeah, that didn't make it look softer. Oh, maybe that. Do this. Compared to what we had, I think it does add, but it'd be better to just keep it simple. Maybe even make those colors again. But I think what we're missing is the fact we can do more of this shaping. I don't think we need the might be. I like the lines around the skulls. I think it helps emphasize the skull's color. For this, we can just do this. I like this is where ponytail would. You're seeing this is the back and then it's coming full. So maybe more so we need to do about, oops, like this, and then maybe you can have folds of the hair getting caught in the line. This. And it goes back. Going front, back, like that. I'm not saying it. I do see this transition, but I think that's nice. But yeah, I think this looks better. Nice and simple. Overall, though, I think we're done. We can add some shading to the hair. Do that. This. Oops. And that all. Oh, I turned something else on. Something like that. Too sure. Then again, my hair knowledge. At this point, I really do have to do a hair study. I'm not even sure I'm going to draw my hair on a Saturday. That will be a challenge. For these, good old classic hair shine. Look like a good hair shine. I maybe. No. No. Just that's simple for now. I think. Yeah, I do like the hair shine. It adds a little bit. Aside from that, though, we can kind of add the shading of the skull on her ear. Go ahead and add a background for her. Like so. How do we want to make the background? The purple. The goth colors are very tannish. Or there was a tan on the goth, so I'm thinking color. Go ahead and erase this. I'll also go ahead, deselect, and then See, the thing is, because it's blending into this background bit, you can't really see the shade of the gray. I'm thinking maybe not the best idea. Maybe we have to make it a darker shade of gray to really make it pop. Then it looks gray. I'm thinking maybe we just keep it like this. I think that looks fine. Where this cross is different. And let's try a few different colors. And duplicate. To try maybe a light purple? No, light purple makes everything pink. Now that pink. Brown. What complements purple is green. That makes it too contrasting. Now it's too bright. Maybe a yellow, but lighter yellow? Something like that, something. Got a bit more goth feel to it. I don't like this green. We can go. Be this. No. Orange? Oranger. Orangeyest. That needs work. That's another thing too. Usually when you want to do art, you want to have a background first before you draw the character, but we skipped all that. It needs a background. We are done though, but background is gonna bug me. Some people just do black, but this character does not work with black. I think she would need an outline, and I'll probably, after the stream, look into adding some sort of outline to her. For now, we'll just do this brownish color. That should be it though. Let's go back over what we did for the stream and wrap everything up. And we're okay. Today's stream was all about taking what we learned from the past 2 streams, and by doing so, we decided we were going to make a brand new sprite. Not, well, inspired, but not one-to-one or following the same rules. It was our own creation, our own patterns. I had a randomizer choose for us, and the randomizer chose wizard, goth, female with long hair. From there, we tried to get ideas from inspiration with goth, female, and I thought maybe, you know what, maybe she's more laid back, so we have poor posture, bad posture here. There's a character from Gumball with really poor bad posture. Here we have some of the ideas, some hairstyle ideas and trying. There, it was just as simple as hopping over to a sprite and trying and trial and error. There we go. We first started off with figuring out how big we wanted the eyes to be. As with anime, the eyes are the largest part, the most expressive part of the person. And for this character, the sprite, I wanted it to be very expressive. As with Deltarune or Undertale, the sprites of the faces are very expressive. So first priority was figuring out how big can we make the eyes. That's usually what you want to do with sprites, is figure out what you want to show the viewer. In our case, we wanted to show the eyes to show emotion. After we figured out the eye size, we worked on the sprite size idea. We then worked on possible head shapes, head sizes. From there, we went through blobbing out body ideas. We then, well, if I still have them here, let me hide them. Like that. This time around, I didn't save too many. Yeah. From there, we built bit by bit the character and how to draw her and everything. That led us to coming up with some ideas. This was our initial and final design. Here's a more happy expression of hers. More shocked. I don't even, what would you even call that sort of expression? Just a deadpanned? That's a working title. And lastly, where is it at? Kind of spruced up the sprite a bit. I'm not too sure about the sparkles on the hair, but it's a work in progress. 4 hours is not a lot of time to draw a sprite. That will be it, and I think we will call her Gabriella. I like Gabriella. Calling her Gabby or something. That is that though. I will bring us back to the chatting stream. Actually, hold on. I'm actually gonna bring it over to full screen. That's not the right screen. Here. There we go. Thank you for joining me. That will be the end of the stream. I'd like to remind you that my next stream will be my debut stream, which airs this Saturday, August 3rd at 2 p.m. EST, where we will be doing a debut presentation. I'm just going to chat some about myself. We're going to talk about what might make game devs not succeed when making their games, why most games might get stuck in the thinking process. After that debut stream, we're going to take all of this work and all of the studies that we did this week, and we're going to apply it to myself, where I will be trying to draw myself as a sprite. I'll try 3 different ideas. Now that we've done this for a long time, I feel like 4 hours or 3 hours. It'll be 3 hours, right? Yeah, it's at 5. Maybe we'll make it a little bit longer. Yeah, your ideas are great. I appreciate them. They were fun. After we do the sprite, I'll make 3 of them for me, and then you will be able to choose which one you want to be my new sprite. Which one you want to be my new profile picture. There, I said it. Yep. Which one you want to be my new profile picture. There. Then we'll do a vote. Go on. After that, we'll finally get into game development, where we'll just be going over... What will we be going over? We'll just be going over design. We're not even going to program quite yet. The idea behind redoing a program I did for a final project back in college is that we'll be able to upgrade it, we'll be able to improve on it, and it'll be a nice idea and a nice way to show maybe a better way or a better alternative when it comes to making games, as a lot of people, especially when they're making games, have a hard time making an idea that they can stick to, blend with, and so on. And after that, we will be doing Minecraft and a possible Minecraft breakdown. Minecraft with the community. So if you have a Minecraft account and you want to join in some Minecraft minigames, that Monday is for you. That will be it though. Thank you for coming to my stream. These have been really fun and I'm having a blast. It's fun to get practice in. It's fun to get ideas from stream in the chat, especially when I don't have to worry about thinking of my own. I can just rob them. I'm stealing and robbing it blind. But after all, overall, thank you for coming. I will see you on Saturday. I will see you on Saturday. Have a good day and weekend. Yeah. Let me switch it over to ending. There we go. YouTube talk or jail talk. You just came as soon as I'm ending this stream, but hello. Oh boy, what a time to come in. Alrighty then, goodbye.